Before our next speaker even steps on the stage, something important is already happening in this room. Your nervous system is listening, because whether you're pitching, leading, selling, or speaking, people don't decide to trust you based on your words alone. They decide based on how regulated you feel. Our next speaker reveals why presence is the real performance advantage and how your nervous system is constantly broadcasting signals that either create trust or quietly break it. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover who's trying harder often backfires, and how a simple shift in regulation can change how people experience you instantly. I'd like you to all to get ready to experience why your nervous system sells. Please welcome to the stage, the virtual stage, Grace Tzofia.
Have you ever been fully prepared for a conversation and then felt your body tense up right before you spoke? If that's ever happened to you, just notice, no need to raise your hand. Before you say a word, your nervous system is already speaking, and the room is already responding. People don't decide to trust you based on what you say. They decide based on how regulated you feel. Before I understood nervous system regulation, this used to happen to me all the time. I'd be prepared, and just as it was time to speak, my body would lock up, and I remember thinking, what's wrong with me? It turns out nothing was wrong. My nervous system was just trying to protect me. Once I learned how to breathe, release, and orient, my nervous system stopped hijacking my presence. Not because I became more confident, but because my body finally felt safe enough to let me lead. So today, I'm not here to give you more information. I'm here to help you take control of the signal you are sending. Because confidence isn't something you perform, it's something you calibrate. And leadership isn't about overriding yourself, it's about staying present with others. Today, you'll remember 3 ways to calibrate your nervous system so your signal sells for you. We'll breathe, release, and awaken. Most leaders are running on stress and caffeine, borrowing energy instead of regulating it. Unlike caffeine, your breath won't hijack your system. It brings your presence back online. You may recognize this breathing exercise, and no, this isn't about relaxing. It's about staying regulated when it counts. I'm using this rhythm, backed by science, not to calm you, but to elevate the signal your nervous system is sending under pressure. Sit comfortably and just notice your breath. Is it fast or slow? Is it high in your chest or low in your belly? If you're willing to try this exercise, place one hand on your chest. And let's inhale slowly through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice your energy. It's not just calmer, it's more available. That's the difference between trying to sound confident and actually being present. This is what being calibrated for success actually feels like in the body. If you felt a shift, give me a smile and nod your head. If your shoulders even drop just a little, that's what we're looking for. This state isn't subjective. There are ways to see the nervous system signal that you're sending. I worked with a brilliant leader, very highly capable, but anxious under pressure. In key conversations, they would stutter. Not because they didn't know what to say, but because their nervous system was freezing. We didn't rehearse scripts, we regulated their system. And as their system settled, the stutter disappeared. They asked for their salary to be reinstated, and it was, because their presence finally matched their confidence. You can do everything right and still lose the room when tension slips into the signal. And here's the reality. You don't always have time to build coherence. Like when you're ready until someone says, "You're up next." Your face heats up, your palms get clammy, a chill runs down your spine. When there isn't time for slow breathing, this next tool is exactly what you need. And we can thank our dogs for it. When dogs relax, they take a natural reset breath. Humans do it too, we just forget. It's called a physiological sigh. 2 inhales and 1 long exhale. It offloads stress and brings your system back online. Let's do it together just once. Full inhale through the nose. And while holding that, take another small sip on top. And then the long, slow exhale. That longer exhale tells your nervous system, I'm safe. And when the body feels safe, your heart rate settles, tension releases, and presence returns. That's the signal resetting. It's not your rehearsed self, it's your regulated one. So before you speak, before you pitch, before you even walk into a room that matters, use this reset breath to calibrate, then lead. And sometimes, even when you've regulated your breath, something still pulls you out of presence. That's because stress doesn't just affect your breath, it affects your vision. When the nervous system feels unsafe, your visual field narrows, and suddenly it's just you and the glare of the spotlight. Ah! This is where you can choose to awaken, because vision is part of the signal. So let's try this final tool. Relax your eyes, soften your gaze. Notice something to your left, something to your right, something above and below. Now soften and take in the whole room. Notice what shifted. Nothing changed in the room except you. You're no longer scanning for danger. You're fully present to receive. This brings clarity back online. Your voice steadies, your posture opens, and your presence expands. Not because you tried harder, but because the signal changed. And that signal is what others listen to and trust. Presence isn't something you can think your way into. It's something you calibrate. So now you've experienced all three: breathe, release, and awaken. And when the signal is clear, these are 3 core tools for my Grace Magnetic Method, and your success will follow. This is a framework I created to help leaders stay regulated when it matters the most. They're what I use before keynotes, pitches, and difficult conversations. And here's the part most people miss. Regulation isn't something you just learn once. It's something you practice, especially when you're under real pressure. So let's bring this full circle. Today wasn't about learning more. It was about remembering how to calibrate your system so that your presence leads before your words. Because effort is what you do, but that signal is what people feel and decide to buy from. So then the next time you're about to speak, sell, or be seen, give yourself 3 minutes, 1 minute to breathe, 1 minute to release, and 1 minute to awaken. It's what regulated leaders do. When your nervous system calibrates, your presence persuades without effort. And if you're noticing, wow, I feel different right now, my hope for you is this. Over the next 21 days, you'll practice these tools before the pressure hits. Enough so that your body learns it's safe to trust them. And when you notice it working, send me a message. I want to celebrate with you. You can keep trying to manage the moment, that you're in, or you can calibrate the signal and let your nervous system do the selling before you say a word.